What's going on YouTube? It's your buddy Will from the What's Up in the Sky 37 channel, online at www.whatsupinthesky.com. Come sign up for the website. It's free. All you gotta do is hit the register or join us or join now button I put on the left side. Put in your username, password, everything else is optional. I mean, all you need a couple things there. And you can join the forum, start posting some stuff. A lot of good people on there. This is a picture from the Curiosity rover. We just can't seem to get anything other than Curiosity rover shots out of here lately. All sorts of cool anomalies in this picture. This is from Sol 951. Thanks to my buddy Chell who sent this over. He's always sending me some good stuff. And I've also got a couple of pictures from Earth that I just want to kind of compare this with, because a lot of people always say, oh, that's just rocks up there, and that's just thrown about. A lot of this stuff, especially some of these anomalies up here I'm going to show you, it looks like it's stuff that's been carved in. And this is what ruins look like on Earth that we find when we even cleaned up places where we've even cleaned some places up. A lot of people in our heads, we start thinking, okay, ruins like Egypt, where they've redone things and it looks beautiful and crystal clear. Check some of this stuff out. First off, we've got this just rock just sitting there. It's got some interesting things, but then it's got this square type thing burnt into it. Let me show you where I got this picture from so you can see it came directly from NASA. If you click the description button, you're going to find the basically you'll find a link that directs you right to it. Not only do we have this square box right here, we've got some interesting pieces over here that's connected to this rock as well. Just neat stuff. We've got some it looks like statues and stuff that have just been destroyed. That's where I was getting at here, and I'm going to show you some pictures here too on Earth. Here we've got an interesting piece. This is just kind of giving you a little brief thing. Here you've got another piece that's got a rectangle opening in it. Here you got a perfect circle piece that's colored green, and it's got a red back down to it. Moving right along. More blocks. Check this out. This got a perfect 90-degree angle on this block, which also has a perfect blur mark from NASA or somebody. Didn't want you to see what the rest of it looked like. But it sits next to another piece that's got a half moon on it. A lot of carvings in these. It looks like this area at one time was some sort of monument or something. This more looks to me like somewhere like Egypt or Pumapunku or one of these places that really did a lot of carvings. You can see what's left of some of them in the ends, and what's there from whatever the catastrophe happened up there. Something destroyed the place. Check this out. You've got these built into them here. With circles and circles and more lines. You're going to see this stuff by accident? No, not in this many things. And if you want to do this, and I've been doing it a lot lately, is go out and take pictures of nature. And you can walk through and find a lot of rocks that have interesting carvings on them that look like they could have been maybe carved, but not like this, not like this at all. The top of here has been blurred out by NASA, whatever's going on to it, and I would imagine that the top of this may have looked like this over here at one time. It's got a little circle under it. It sits next to this rock that's just kind of pieced it in there. All sorts of good stuff here. Check this out as it comes around and comes up. It almost looks like a metal plate, or it looks like it may fit into here or something at one time. And then over here we've got some really cool things. You've got this piece right here that looks like a front wall to something or something. It was basically looks like a piece of something. You've got a long rectangle piece sitting out right here. Over here you've got a beveled piece of something. I mean, this looks like Uncle Jake's junkyard. Here you've got look at this. This is how you know these just aren't rocks, and this just isn't something random. Only thing I know that puts spirals in it, something like that would either be something that was either hand carved or you just don't see that, or something that grew. Grew like, a plant or something along those lines. Pretty interesting stuff. Here's through this one over here in the corner. It's kind of hard to see, but you've got a line that comes through it. Just some really interesting stuff. And I'm going to go back through here, and this here, see the blur marks on here? Hopefully you're able to see that. Let me do something for you. Here too, that's been blurred out as well. Let me go ahead and show you some of the different ways I tried to pull this one out. There's interesting stuff down here as well too. So if you just wanted to come check out the main anomalies, you don't have to sit here and watch this whole video. Go to my website, click on a thing, you can check it out. We looked at a lot of pedestals that I think used to have some statues or something on it. Who knows what they were for? Yeah. That's all just getting into speculation, and all this is really speculation, but this is what I see. I see what I see, you see what you see. There's a lot of good stuff in this picture, and it's going to be very apparent once you get it and blow it up. Because when you look at it on the NASA website, you really don't get the feeling that there's anything there. You wouldn't even want to really like take a close look at it. It's amazing how just putting this filter on it does it. I'm gonna wind down to that filter. Let me show you here. There's also another piece I missed up here. I don't want to forget to show you guys. It's like a perfect cylindrical thing that's been buried, and pieces of it are sitting up. So here's one. The one way I've pulled it out. This is just with a little bit of color manipulation. All I do is hit auto color and stuff like that, and basically mess with the contrast and everything a little bit. But as we roll through these, you're going to see it's not that much that I actually do. I'm just pulling out what's there. I'm not adding anything. I'm not using the burn tool. I'm not using, I usually try to stay away from that. Other researchers do use it. That's fine with me. I've got nothing against it. Um, I just haven't mastered it. And then here we are right here directly from NASA. So there's not much of a difference between what I'm doing and what they send out. What they send out just has this ugly haze over it that has this brown sand everywhere. And you see it in all the pictures. And I feel like it's been overlaid. I think the colors get manipulated on the way in, or maybe on the rover, or most likely when they come here. So let's start from left to right and take a look at this thing, because this has got some interesting stuff. We'll look at it through the whole through the spectrum. From going from here, look at this bevel. Let me make it big on the screen here. That's what this is for. I've got a 27-inch screen, and I actually filmed this in a much higher resolution than TVs have right now, and knock it down to 1080. So hopefully this will look pretty good. But see how this kind of has a bevel around it right here, like it almost had a piece that it broke off to. And then under it here, like I said, you've got these little pieces. Now I know a lot of people that watch my videos believe there's little men on Mars, there's little things like that, and I'm not mocking you if you believe that. I don't know, I don't see them, but if anything, I can see it in some of these pictures that there do look like little things that could be carved or something along these lines. Now this one right here was really interesting to me. This block, well, and these little circles here down here almost look like little marbles or something like that. But here you've got this rectangular cylinder that's kind of just buried on down. You actually see it kind of keep going on down. Now let me make this as big as I possibly can on the screen right there. Let me find this real fast and just pause. And we're back in the game here. Now let me go through my colors here and just see what we come up with here. Now what I see in this one is a lot of just interesting straight pieces here. We've got the one right here, and then you've got some over here. It looks like it's been kind of carved on. And I'm going to go back and we're going to show you here in one. So, hell, I should do that now while we've got it up. Hold on, let me switch through the colors just to show you real fast. Here it is in black and white. Sometimes that's the best to look at it because NASA uses these filters on them. Sometimes really throw you off. Your eyes, just see how your eyes have to adjust to the colors in them. And when I say that, it's unnecessary. See, there's green right here over this piece, yellow here, red over on the other one here, like this pinkish red. That should not be there. Then you've got this block here, which looks, if you look at it the way NASA sent it to you, it just looks like a little, blends right on in. And there's the transparent background. So how about there? Let's leave it in that one. You can still see it a little bit. It looks like you've got something up here. Kind of, almost looks like like two eyes, a mouth, and it's got like something coming out of its mouth, like a straw at the end. That has two little beads on it. And I see what I see. You see what you see. I don't think this. I think this stuff was more stone. A lot of times I see some of these things. I'm thinking, all right, that looks like it's got something to do with technology. I think this was just an ornate place that just got destroyed. And this is what destroyed stuff would end up looking like. You see how you've got these really like fine shaped pieces to them, and they've got what look like carvings in them. Very relief carvings and stuff like that. Uh, as again up here, this looks totally manipulated, and I'm going to show you why. Here's how it comes directly from NASA. Now this is interesting. Why would this be a different color or total shade altogether? Um, it just doesn't make sense. And then here you got the blur on it again. If you can't see it real good, you're probably going to see it when some of these filters get added. Well, that darkened that up too much. Let's see here. We're missing the top part of a very important stone. Um, Let me me see if that's a good way to show it. Come on. You see, here's the blurs. Okay, let me show you. Here, there's a blur that goes from here to here to here, and if it comes down, I'll just move this to show you. Here's the top ridge of it. It comes down here, and then it comes to here, and it comes back over and down and moves it on the way up like that. So here's the first part of it. So that cuts out what exactly this piece is. See, there's some very intricate design in it, whatever it is. Um, and if you look at the top, it's been smoothly worked out. Looks like it to be part of something, just like as it is this piece up here, which has a little S on it and these the pieces up there. Now you get a lot of that. Could just because it was dark, you know, but I don't understand just if it was dark, why it would come with the perfect square ones, almost like a software did it or like a piece of a human did it to hide something, so you couldn't see it. And let me do that one more time. It wasn't that dark in the actual picture from NASA, so it wouldn't have been a big deal just to take the blur tool or whatever tool they've got, just and there it goes, bye bye for all to see. And you don't see the blur anywhere here on this is what's usually funny about it. You don't see it in the grass, or not the grass, you don't see it anywhere laying around here. You don't see those little marks. You only see them where there's an anomaly or something sitting there. And that's where it starts to annoy me. Like this piece right here we're going to look at. Um, oops. Before we look at this one over here, let's start right here again. Check because this one was the one that really caught my eye. This seems to be almost a perfect square, but it's not just a square because if you look closely, there is a piece here, and then there's also an S here, like an S piece to it, almost like a little snake thing there. It comes up and up around here, and you've got a perfect circle here with another little cube, not a cube, but a little sphere on top of it, and that's what it looks like to me. And here you've got an L-shaped piece and another L-shaped piece right next to it, almost like that was worked piece of it somewhere along the way. Just cool, How could that just, I mean, it could just show up there by nature, but just having that piece there looks like something, it actually looks like somebody did that why it was sitting there, um, like after art. But who knows what this piece was at some time. I definitely believe that there was a civilization on Mars, and we just don't know exactly what was there. I mean, look at this piece over here where they start really getting kind of dark over here. But see, there's like I should try to find some other pictures, but just looks very rounded off and piecemealed out like it was something at one time. It's just pure speculation. I can't see the other side of it anyway. Under here looks some interesting stuff. Now there's where one of my friends or something would probably say, hey, that looks like a guy sitting there peeking out of bush or peeking out from behind it, and here's something else on it. So I wouldn't be surprised if somebody saw that. Now that's one I actually kind of see like a face look to it. I will give that to my friends who I've been, we don't battle, but we thought we back and forth at this stuff. We're trying to make each other see our points of view. It's been real fun, especially come join the forums at our website. Come join. Oh, and also we just did a new a Facebook page for What's Up in the Sky 37 and or not 37 whatsupsky.com, and also a group. If you want to join the group, that's where a whole bunch of people share their photos. So if you're interested in that. Or interested in sharing the photos you find, come join us at the forum or come join us on Facebook. This piece here seems to be very ornate, just in general. There's not much to say other about that, just the pieces around it. Let's keep on rocking through here a little bit. And down to our beveled piece here that looks just beveled. Here, it's like a whiter, and then you can see it's coming up off of it. It looks like it comes up off of it kind of like that, because you can see the shadow here where it's full. It looks like it's cut there and it picks back up along there, and here it just seems to be right about the perfect angle that it should be. Let me try and spin it a little bit and see. Yeah, looks pretty right to me. Here, let me spin this back around. Don't want to take you guys day forever on this, but this one's definitely one to take a look at. And like I said, a lot of these new saws, the color messes with you too. This is a good way to see some of the blur marks on these, like here, um, one there above that. Cool. Now, I've seen a lot. This one was cool too. I thought this looked like just a pedestal for something that had been destroyed and knocked down or knocked off of there. Here you've got a piece that looks like it comes together. It comes down, and this piece comes down. It almost looks like a shield of some sort. It comes up, but tell me that that doesn't look like it's got two eyes and a mouth, maybe like a little face of something. It looks like a little face of a king. And now let me really, I still didn't do this. Go to some ruins here on Earth. These are on Egypt. Just some Egypt and what things look like in ruins. You know, things look pretty destroyed. This isn't even a bad one, but all these were worked by hand. All these rocks were. They were chiseled. They were moved. They worked. And in these pictures, this is a picture from Flickr that's got the Creative Commons license, so I could use it. You see, like this piece right here. Just look how this is. How a lot of it's missing, or it comes up, but this had that brace around it like there. It looks like it was inlaid into it. And then when you come over to here, and sorry about this, and look at this top piece up here, that looks like this survived, this part of the inlay piece to it. Whatever this decoration was survived. It's got a line up top and a line down at the bottom, and it's got like little rectangle block looking things kind of, and with little circles on them, it looks like, added there to them. So let's keep on rocking back. And you see, this just looks just kind of like this stuff. I mean, this is just stuff you found here on Earth, and we're not even sure. Um, I think we can't even date a lot of these places correctly. There's probably so much to what we think we understand that we don't. A lot of faces in this stuff, little figurines and things like that. This is just basically what something looks like, as they're digging it up or as they find things just strewn about. Look at that right there. We've seen them on Mars, huh? Pretty cool. And here you've got some, actual stuff that's growing. Here there's some circle pieces to it. It was very intricate. I mean, we've had so many people, but even some of the most intricate stonework, after years of weathering and other things, they look like this. They look like what we're finding on Mars. Like, look, this looks like a little guy right here looking out. You can see down there that they've got stuff cut out and pushed together. So all right. There's another thing we're missing on here. Here it is right here. Check this out. This one was cool. There it is from NASA again. Like I said, and the color from NASA on this one isn't that bad. It doesn't seem to be as overlaid. But check this piece out here too. Oh, and this piece up here. It looks just look like this is like kind of one piece that's buried. Like this is the bottom, I think, to it, and I think the piece comes down, then comes up a little bit. Maybe like it would be set up like that, and this is the base, and I think maybe the back behind it looks the same, so it would kind of set like that, but that's just speculation. And let's see if we can't look at that in the color. Look at, this is where I say, look at how it's got like the square with the various what look like little carvings and pieces in it, similar to what we find over in these rocks, where you see them up in here, and um, it's amazing. Like I said, the but what we don't see here are those are those stupid little square blurs, because NASA hasn't gotten a hold of this picture because it's on Earth. And that's where I was showing you how it's that little bevel and everything I was talking about. Here's even a better way to show it, probably up here in one of these, where it looks a little bit different. Here they were there. Um, it just doesn't look like a strata line running across it. Here's a piece right here. It just looks like it was cut in it by man. And this, when I say that, this piece on top of it even looks even more, because it's got a little spear carved into it, or pushed into it. And then I look at these things, and I start to wonder, what is this? Is this some sort of living, um, possible breathing, living plant or something on this planet that we've just totally missed? Um, See how it's got an awful lot of spins and curves in it? It's just a very strange piece to be along all these smooth looking rocks. And did I show you guys? Oh, I didn't really show you this little piece right here. Check it out. That is definitely looks like a cylinder of some sort, and it's been inlaid. You can just see how good it was inlaid too. It still looks like it's a little yeah, little worked. Here's another piece that's like that. So much in this little picture, and then up here, I don't know what happened here when they were blurring some of this stuff out or taking some of it out, but this little piece right there definitely survived. And you've got some, this piece right down here looks just too weird. Keep going to here. What did I miss? There's so much I see in these things, and Chelsea over, he saw a bunch of stuff on these too. Anything I missed? I got both of my both of them running. I think this was the piece over here. He pointed out this one, of course, that had the bevel on it, and then up at the top, which is just this one to me, like is like, all right, well, what in the world was that? I mean, how did that get there? It looks like it was burnt in or something. Like I said, and then just so happens it has a damn blur over top of it. Here, let me see if I can't use the blur tool remover or the sharpening tool to try and just combat that a little bit. It most likely might be a bust, but wouldn't be worth a shot here. Oh, how come it's doing that? No, I don't think that's giving me much here. How come it's got that little pointy? Usually it's the usually it doesn't look like that. Usually it looks a little bit different. I guess I did kind of did work it a little bit. Let's see. It's just supposedly sharpening it up. Oh yeah, it's definitely sharpened. Let me back that back up. And it's an actual full oval when you get it real sharp right there. Just like that's definitely a circle right there. What do you guys think? Comment below. Here's another little cylinder piece up there. I didn't comment much on that. This kind of looked like one of those faces that we all like have seen. It actually looks, it's not the kind of face I like to run into somewhere. I can tell you that much. All right, let's go through here. Anything else I want to try and pull out or anything with the get rid of the magic blur? Now, see, this is just kind of cool too. It's just a sharpen tool. I'm just sharpening away. They look like little spheres there. Let me back that out. The last one was better. This kind of comes up, but listen, this one isn't. This to me, after looking at all these pictures for so long, when I see this stuff and it looks like Uncle Jake's Junkyard, when I say that, it looks like statues and stuff that have just been destroyed and broken up. There's not much to it. It's a pretty interesting little piece. Here you go, like another brick, another block. These things could be easy. Here's another one right here. And this piece looked like it has a, you see it, see how it's got this piece that comes down, it connected, maybe that was the way it connected to another block. These things could have looked pristine at one time, and who knows, like I said, what actually came and destroyed this place. I really like the Thunderbolt Theories channel, thinking a lot about what they talk about, um, possibility of the electric universe. Interesting stuff. So, anything else I missed? Do 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 do. No. So we've got the here's another little piece here. It's kind of squared off, and then a little round piece. This is kind of weird. Whatever the hell that is. Excuse my language. And we've got up here just some more pieces that are just random. Oh yeah, we didn't take a look at that little piece. Let me see if I can pull some of that out just by sharpening it up a little bit. It definitely looks like there's a pattern or something on that, right? It's right next to another one, but this one seems to have it. That was the peekaboo guy right there. That doesn't look like a little peekaboo. Peekaboo, I'm looking at you. See, that's why the faces I stay away from, because I think it's our eyes are just, and they're trained to see the faces. That doesn't mean they don't exist, especially on a lot of these photos. There are some blatant ones. Um, but I really like this wall, and you know what? I really didn't go much into this piece right here. Um, it's very dark, and you know why? Let me see if I can do something real fast. Let's just brighten that piece up. We're gonna go just using the brightness, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. Download this one for yourself. I definitely think everybody needs to download. That's why I do this, so you guys can get a chance to take a look at them and see. Don't trust me. never trust anybody when it comes to this stuff. See for your own eyes, or it's not worth making a judgment about it. Pretty interesting, whatever that is. It looks very machine-like, but who only knows? There's circles in it that have out things, and this one comes up, and pretty cool. So this is like I said, this was from Saw 951, and I've got a lot of good stuff coming out in the next couple of weeks. I've been really busy trying to get these together. Um, Apologies. Say I did a just an impromptu thing. I was trying to figure out this Google Hangout the other day, and Chris got on there from Mars Anomalies channel. He's my buddy. If you watch my channel a lot, you heard me talk an awful lot about him. We're thinking about doing some collaborations, maybe like a weekly or maybe a twice a month type show, starting off, or a monthly show. If you got any ideas, let me know. I got a couple really good ideas I think that both of our subscribers would dig. So I know I missed a bunch of stuff on here. Even things I'm going to get all sorts of comments, I hope, with what I missed. I missed you guys. It's the new week. It is Monday night. I'm ready for to try and get as many as I can done this week and keep getting these out. I've got so many pictures I need to check up to. Don't stop sending me your pictures, people. I promise you I'm going to be getting to as many as I possibly can here soon. And even if I got to make the videos and put them away for when I'm getting really busy and can't actually make them. I didn't address that piece right there just because it's so weird, but when I'm sharpening it up a little bit here with this sharpen tool, that piece was just strange. The color in it, the shape of it, all of it. It's like, what is it's either volcanic rock or something, or it looks like it's stuff that's just either been carved to all hell, or possibly maybe it was grown there. And that's only when I'm thinking like where you've got those little things that are just kind of strange to the other pieces. Didn't look much at that one either. So a lot of right angles, lot of things that just kind of down here. I didn't look much either. Nothing really to see there. Nothing to see here. That's kind of cool. Just that little piece right there. And as we come up, we got our pedestal piece. We've got that one, and then we got the stuff that really just interesting. It looks stuff that looks like it was inlaid and worked and was probably gorgeous at one time. Then you got your piece right there. I think I'll use this as my thumbnail just because how awkward it is. You know what? Let's see if the sharpen tool works right here because there's a little blur piece on this that I'd really like to see what the heck this is. This see here, it's got there's the blur marks right here. Man, they're slick. If it's a computer, the blur marks right here. Bam. All right. One, two, three, four circles around the big one. It almost looks like that it would keep going, and a cylinder goes that way. So, what am I? Is this a face, guys? This two eyes and a mouth with a little headdress? This a bunch of rocks? Am I totally crazy, insane? You guys tell me. Much love. Comment below, hit like, definitely come check out the article because I break these down, and what I do is I'll take these pictures and I'll take the enhanced versions and I'll stick them into the article so you can really see them good. As always, the links are in the description because I see what I see, you see what you see. Could just be total geology or total just normal old Mars geology. Or it could be something else. Much love, guys. Hope you had a good one. I enjoyed my weekend. Um, Got to see a bunch of people I hadn't seen in a while. It was under sad circumstances. I had a friend from grade school, high school, played baseball with him, enjoyed with him, partied with him, had a good time. He passed away, and I send my condolences to you, buddy. Much love to you up there, Zach. You guys take it easy. Peace.